Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What is up, everybody? PattySMusic here again today. And today we have another top 10 countdown. We are going to be counting down my top 10 favorite Skillet songs of all time. I've been wanting to do this for a while now because Skillet is the band that got me into rock music. So they definitely deserve a top 10 countdown on this channel. Before we get into the regular list, let's mention a few of the honorable mentions. We have Hero, Falling Inside the Black, Stars, Stay Till the Daylight, Believe, and I Want to Live. A few songs that are pretty solid. Stars and Hero particularly barely didn't make the list, but they didn't make the list, so those are my honorable mentions. Now, without further ado, let's get into my top 10 favorite Skillet songs of all time. Starting off at number 10, we have a pretty surprising one. I was struggling with whether to put this one on the list or Hero on the list. And this one won by just a little bit. That is Out of Hell. This is a fairly new song off of Skillet's new album, Unleashed. And I was not a huge fan of their new album just because John Cooper wrote it to have fun with it, but it didn't have the lyrical quality that I was looking for in a Skillet song. And despite all that, I think that this song, Out of Hell, is very amazing. Very well put together. It does a nice job of trying to evolve the Skillet sound without totally changing how they sound. And that rocking guitar part in the middle of the song is something that really just pulled me into the song. I remember like a day before the new album was even unleashed. I can't be doing that this whole time. Before the new album was unleashed, a day before the new album was unleashed, some people somehow hacked and got Out of Hell and put it on YouTube. And I was watching like an Attack on Titan AMV with Out of Hell, and it just like, the first time I watched it, I was like, this is amazing. But anyways, that's why Out of Hell is number 10 on this list. Coming in at the number 9 spot, we have Open Wounds off of Skillet's older album, Collide. This song, honestly, was hard to put at a number 9 spot because it is such a good song. This is probably Skillet's heaviest song to date. I say that with a little bit of caution because I'm not entirely sure. But I feel like it is, even over Monster, not just with the hard-hitting guitars, but also with the seriousness of the lyrics. And the lyrics are absolutely amazing and beautiful in this song. Talking about how John Cooper, I believe, is talking about maybe his abusive relationship with his father. Just talking about how his father never cared about him, never listened to him. All he did was give him open wounds, and it's so amazing. And the screaming on this track, come on guys, the screaming on this track is absolutely amazing. In the bridge part, I just can't get over it. Like, that's why this is definitely worth being on the top 10 list. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have What I Believe off of Skillet's album, Rise. Now, Skillet's album Rise, I feel like it was met with a little bit of a 50-50 kind of, some people liked it, some people didn't, and that's the same as Unleashed, but I feel like Unleashed got a little more hate than Rise. But Rise, in my opinion, is a very good album. In fact, I think Rise is probably Skillet's second best album, but as a full album, I feel like it might be the best. Like, if you put all the pictures together, I don't know. It's hard to pit that up against Comatose. But anyways, What I Believe is the track that ends this album, and oh my gosh, this thing surprised me. When I was listening to the album, I heard Not Gonna Die, and of course, I just freaked out about Not Gonna Die, because I was like, yeah, Skillet's back. But then, I was listening to some of the other songs, and they're alright. They're good songs, but I wasn't expecting such a solid closing track. And What I Believe is definitely everything you want from a Skillet song. It's got hard-hitting rock guitars. It's got great violins in the beginning. Great violins in the beginning. And it's got a great message. You are what I believe. I live and die for you. So that's definitely why this song deserves to be number 8 on this top 10 list. Coming in at number 7, we have Whispers in the Dark off of Skillet's album Collide. Now, Comatose, my bad, off of their album Comatose. Now, this song, and particularly most of the songs on Comatose, never really reached me until maybe a year or two into listening to Skillet. The first album I ever listened to by Skillet was their Awake album, but then I kind of listened to a few more things by them, and then I was like, I heard Falling Inside the Black in my friend's car, and I was like, wait, this is Skillet? And then I heard Comatose on like a Bleach AMV, I think, and I was like, wait a minute, this is Skillet too? And I was like, this is amazing. So this song just adds to the amazing work that is on Comatose. And Whispers in the Dark just has such a solid chorus. No, you'll never be alone. No, you'll never be alone. Something so I'll light the night with stars. Hear the whispers in the dark. It's so contagious. It's so catchy. It gets stuck in your head. And I think out of all the guitar solos on Comatose, this might have the best guitar solo. Probably the best guitar parts as a whole. Generally as a whole when we're putting all the guitar parts together into one song. But gosh, this has some great guitar parts. And speaking of Comatose, coming in at number 6 we have Rebirthing. I'm sorry guys, there might be quite a few Comatose songs on this list because Comatose is one of my favorite albums. Probably my favorite album by them. But we have Rebirthing, and this song is probably one of the most epic songs by Skillet. When I was little, I used to love Skillet just because of the epicness of their music. I used to love the way that it started off and it just punched you in the face. And it just pulled you into the music. And Rebirthing definitely does this. Oh, and the guitar solo in this is amazing. This song also sounds really good acoustically. I watched an acoustic version of this, and their guitar player, oh my gosh, he did the solo on an acoustic guitar. He was going, and he was bending the strings, and it sounded so cool. That particularly just kind of really inspired me to get better at the guitar, whether acoustic or not. Like, acoustic guitar is the only guitar I have, and I was watching Skillet kind of rock out on it to this song, and I was like, gosh darn it, like, I have no excuses. Like, I can get better at the guitar even if I just have an acoustic guitar. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have The Last Night. Guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This list was hard to make, especially with this song. The Last Night, like, this song is so masterful. This song is a masterpiece. And not only because of the intro, like, you intro with a piano and then you crush it with hard rock chords, like electric guitars. I'm like, this is just mind-boggling. But then you look at the lyrics, and this song really helps people who are in a dark place. This song is about cutting, and cutting is definitely a hard subject to write a song about, a hard subject to talk about. But the fact that Skillet goes there, the fact that they go there and they talk about that, and they are just a light to people in need, is just something that I've really admired about this band, and something that this song really showcases very well. And of course, the chorus is very catchy. No! Oh, and that was Whispers in the Dark. This is the last night you'll spend alone. Look me in the eye so I know you're everything I need you to be. Beautiful words. I freaking love the song. Can't get over it. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Better Than Drugs off of none other than Skillet's Comatose album. Yes, I know. Very many Comatose songs in a row. But this song in particular took a while to grow on me. At first, when I heard even the title, I thought Better Than Drugs, like, that either sounds cheesy, tacky, or like, Skillet, you're a Christian band. Like, why are you writing about drugs? And honestly, I kind of wrote it off. And it's stupid. I've written songs off before only to come back and be like, why. This song is amazing, and this is definitely one of those songs. Better Than Drugs has such an amazing meaning. Basically, most of the time in our lives, we're all searching for meaning. And we find meaning in certain things. Like our souls hunger for something. And sometimes we get addicted to things. I, in particular, am addicted to running, playing the guitar, stuff that does not fill you up. You can get addicted to drugs, and definitely drugs is the focus of this song, and it's not a good thing to get addicted to drugs. And you can get addicted to just things that tear you down inside. But the thing that this song is talking about is how God can fill up that hole in your heart. When you feel like being addicted to something, you can be, you can be addicted to God. And definitely one of the more theological songs from Skillet, I think, and that's what really makes me love this song. I love this song, and that quiet part in the song when he goes, "You're the strength of my life." This one of the best moments in Skillet discography. I love that word, discography. Anyways, we are on to our top 3 Skillet songs of all time. I feel like these songs are going to be kind of obvious, but the order might be a little different. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have, of course, Comatose off of Skillet's album Comatose. Now, if you're a Skillet fan at all, you know that I had to have this song in here. I heard this song at first when I was watching Bleach AMV, and this song, I was just like, instantly hit me, instantly infected my mind. And there's this thing called, I forget what it's called, but there's some fancy word in psychology for when a song gets stuck in your head. The weird word is earworms, but anyways, this thing gave me earworms hecka hard, and I was just like replaying it in my head, and I was like, I gotta listen to this again. Comatose is everything you want from a Skillet album, or a Skillet song. It's got amazing violins. It's kind of what gave Skillet their signature sound, is the violins combined with the guitars. Dun, 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 dun. Definitely one of the more emo songs that Skillet has done. Most of the songs on their Comatose album are emo sounding, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I feel like people give that a bad rap, like that song sounds emo, but it sounds freaking amazing. You can't say, I find it hard to say, when people say Comatose is not a good song, which I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that, but I find it hard to believe that, if you're showing somebody Skillet music, I feel like the first song you should show them is Comatose, because that kind of gives them an idea of what Skillet music is all about. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Not Gonna Die off of Skillet's album Rise. This song blew me away, and it's definitely way better with the intro. After It's Good to Be Alive, they have this freaking crazy intro to Not Gonna Die. It's the coolest intro ever done on a Skillet song, and every time I hear it, I just get chills. First time I heard it, I definitely got chills. And it's interesting. I saw them in concert, and they came out with this song. I was like, oh, well, is Skillet gonna play Not Gonna Die? They gotta play that song. And then they came out with it. They had the intro, and oh my gosh, guys, I can't even tell you how much I enjoyed that. Not Gonna Die just embodies everything that you want from Skillet. I don't really know what more to say about it. It's one of the most epic songs they've ever made. So definitely deserve to be in my top 3. Of course my top 10, but definitely my top 3. Okay guys, the time has come for me to reveal my number 1 favorite Skillet song of all time. This was definitely hard to do, and this pick is more on the basis of the song that really got me into Skillet. The song that I heard, the first song by Skillet that I heard that really just connected with me on a deeper level and really just made me fall in love with Skillet. Guys, regardless of the new album that Skillet has put out, which is not really, since I've been listening to it lately, it's really not that bad of an album. but it wasn't as amazing as I wanted it to be. But regardless of that, guys, I'm still in love with this band. This band is absolutely amazing. And if I ever get to meet them, like, I'm going to freak out. But anyways, let's get to my number one pick, okay? My number one pick for my favorite Skillet song of all time is, drumroll please, Awake and Alive. Their album Awake was pretty darn good. It's not their best album of all time, but this song, Awake and Alive, oh my gosh. Like, they've done things with electronics before that I didn't really like, but in this song, they blend electronics and rock instruments just so well. And the beginning is so contagious. Oh my gosh. And I definitely got to see this song. They played this song live when I saw them live, and I was blown away. The thing about watching Skillet live is they don't really sound any different than the studio versions of their songs, which is it's insane. But Awake and Alive just talks about finally figuring out who you are and what you believe, and the battle for your soul, which is something that I really kind of write about a lot in my music, is the battle for my soul. It's just something that's an interesting topic to me, I guess. But yeah, those are my top 10 favorite Skillet songs of all time. Leave comments down below what your top 10 favorite Skillet songs are. I'm definitely curious to hear about it. And if you are new to this channel, hit that sub button. I do videos like this all the time. I also do covers, and I do album reviews. The new 3 Days Grace album is coming up. I'm definitely going to review that. And I also do, track reviews, and I have some of my original songs on here. So hit those up. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace out.